Hello, this is Roy's Telecom Solutions. My name is Roy, and I am a Telecom OSS/BSS expert. Today's topic is type of products, chapter 4, where we will be just learning the product types, like what are main core products, add-ons, usage packages, device, accessory, the VAS services, the shipment, and we'll have a behavior grouping of the products, sellable or non-sellable, trial, subscription products, one-time, and products and license-based products. Let's start with the main core products. These are typically network services like mobile, broadband, IPTV, just services without usages or without additional add-ons, etc. They're usually the primary component in bundles. If you don't get these services, you will not have connectivity. So that's why these are the core parts. And they derive the provisioning, because if this is a mobile or broadband or IPTV or different fixed wireless access, their provisioning types are totally different. Their billing and service delivery can be different. The add-on products, these are optional enhancements based on the core products. Can be extra data package, roaming, voice, speed boosts, etc. They're usually restricted with compatibility rules or commercial relations with the core offerings, because you can have an add-on of a network service, which is a data add-on, is the add-on of the core data, or an accessory is an add-on of a device. They're usually associated with this commercial relations. And this gives the chance of personalization of the services by the users themselves, so that they can get what they need on top of those standard core services. They may offer some more data, international minutes, or speed upgrades, and they're not sold on their own unless you have a core service that you want to associate. The usage packages, well, in the old days, those usage packages were associated with the core services, but now they're separately modeled, because in this way you can just have very flexible models where you have your standard network services, data, SMS, or voice, and then you can define, based on the customer's needs, user packages. They do have predefined allowances, or with characteristics it can be having some variations, like data, minutes, and messages. Often they're time bound, like 1 day, 7 day, or 30 days, or unlimited. They can be purchased as one time or recurring, so you can have a 10 gigs data package, a usage package recurring, meaning that every end of month or end of period they're just resetting the value. And if this is one time you consume it, the expiry date comes and the service is removed, whether you complete used or not. And they can be prepaid and postpaid as well. They provide flexibility, and based on market segmentation or the prices, you can just define different packages with targeting different segments or users of the operator. Devices and accessories, these are, as the name implies, hard goods, and they have their own life cycle and stock constraints. Somebody needs to deliver these items, and usually they're just shipped from a warehouse. These may be the phones, modems, routers, set-top boxes, and the accessories are similarly, they're SKU based catalog entities, like chargers, cases, cables, headphones, speakers. They are sold usually as non-sellable products as part of their services or packages, but sometimes they can be sold as well, like the headphones, speakers, etc., or the phones, routers, they can be sold as standalone products as well, but usually they're bundled with the main services, and the accessories are used some for configuration, for installation, etc. The value-added services can be digital or subscription services that come on top of a core, like a cloud storage or caller tunes, email addresses, antivirus, OTT access, etc. These are value-added services. Sometimes it is given by a third-party integrator or partner, and the operator simply sell or behaves as a reseller of those services, and just to enrich the product models or the value of the network services. And they usually offer ways to upsell and increase the ARPU. Lightweight, is easily provisioned, and sometimes it's exposed, purchased through self-service channels as well. Shipment, this is very interesting because everybody, most of the times we see that the shipment is modeled in a different way, but shipment can be modeled as a product offering or product specification. In that case, you don't need to do some special development for the shopping carts or codes in a B2B scenario. So shipment modeled as a product with dependencies of the devices can be just simplify your product model. The service is usually given by a provider or a field engineer. Sometimes when the field engineer goes for an installation, they can bring the devices with them, or a sales associate can just deliver to home just to increase the cross-sell, the boost cross-sell. Shipment types can be as per the provider's types, like express, standard, can be defined as characteristics. Whenever the user selects one of these, the provisioning is done accordingly. And the hard goods that need to be shipped, you usually associate the shipment product with those kind of hard goods, so that whenever somebody selects a hard good and it's not a pickup from the store, then a shipment is automatically activated and the user has to select shipment type, so that it can be delivered to the address. Partner-based voucher products, these are not provisioned by the operator. These are one-time purchases, like a gift card or prepaid code or entertainment pass. Usually it's a revenue shared or commission model product. These are lightweight, and it's just improving the cross-selling or loyalties of the customer. That's why they're provided in most of the prepaid scenarios sometimes to the customers. Coming to the product behavior types, there are sellable versus non-sellable products. As the name implies, the sellable ones can be purchased as standalone or a bundle and fully exposed in a catalog or all channels. The ones that are non-sellable, they're not sold standalone because they can part of accessories or part of the installation material, not exposed during the sales. They can only be used in a bundle because otherwise non-sellable standalone product never be sold. So these are configuration items that you usually put into the bundles, and they require full specification and pricing for internal consistency, because those configuration item as well may have costs that the operator may want to track. Trial products are short-term offerings. They're given by the operator to the customers that want to try the product with limited capability and restricted features. Usually you can use it for testing the new services or pricing strategies as well. They do have a price discount, sometimes 100% price discount for a trial period. Once the customer decides to purchase them or switch to the normal product, they can do it earlier, or this kind of trial products after the expiry period, they just switch to a normal product so that the customer can continue, or if they want to just stop the service, they need to do it before it's switched to the real product. So here the tricky part is that the trial products usually are different products because they have the limitations, and when it expires, there should be an order to switch them to normal products, or on demand, voluntarily, the customer may want to switch to the normal product. The association between that trial product and the real product is important, because that period expiration of this trial product is not just to terminate the service, is for just replacing it with a new real product service. That's the tricky part of this kind of trial products, and we will see them in our following chapters. Subscription products, these are recurring time-based service offering, like it's monthly, quarterly, yearly, it can be security add-ons or streaming, so they can overlap with the VAS services, but they have distinct billing and revenue models. The standard products as well can be subscription products. One-time purchase services, as the name implies, like installation, activation, or just delivery services with one-time charges. You just purchase it once and you don't need to purchase it again. And this is needed for modeling for the fulfillment, because when you just give a fiber service to home, somebody needs to go and install. That installation and activation can be, or field engineering services can be, one-time purchase service that is sometimes not even a provision to the inventory of the customer. And the last one is the licensing-based products, like cloud PBX licenses, firewall licenses, or antivirus licenses, usually just given with some software or platform access, business suites, and productivity applications. It can be used in B2B scenarios or B2C scenarios as well. Most of the times they're resold from partners and included in enterprise offerings. So this concludes the type of products and the video of today. Thanks for listening.